Hey everybody, my name's Seth and today I want to talk about having a Libra personality. I put a link below to a video that describes how I see the personality. And in this video I'll be talking about the Libra personality. And that's a Libra sun, ascendant, or moon sign. With this ascendant, you sort of see the qualities of Libra that are most described. It's going to be the qualities of Libra that are put on display. So that makes sense. With a Libra ascendant, you're going to see someone who is charming, who knows how to speak, who is graceful. They're going to put a lot of effort into taking things with grace, taking problems in their everyday lives with grace, and maybe trying to not show the things that are bothering them, the things that are happening that are going wrong, the things that are hectic. They're not about showing those things. Depending on what other placements are going on in the chart, it might be a little hard for a Libra ascendant to really complain, to truly complain about something that you're doing. It might be very easy for them to complain about something you did behind your back or with other people, but it's very hard for them to really say negative things or express negative feelings about you or about what you do to them to your face. So it's that sort of that drive to really have balance, compromise, and harmony. They live their lives trying to express these three things, these three focuses. So depending on what's going on in the rest of the chart, it can turn into something where they can lead themselves into abusive territory, or lead themselves into territory where they are becoming dishonorable or bad friends, bad lovers, because they're not acting trustworthy for the sake of keeping grace and keeping balance and compromising with the people who are right in front of them in this moment. Most likely, if you have a Libra ascendant, you're good looking. And even if you're not that good looking, people are going to treat you like you are good looking. It's just that charm about you. There's just Venusian energy exuding off of everything that you do. You're naturally flirtatious. If you understand it or not, people are going to take what you say and what you do as flirting. And people are going to be kind of smitten with you quickly because your ascendant is giving off such a graceful, welcoming sort of there's nothing here about me that's unusual sort of air, where it's like I just don't seem unusual, and if I do seem unusual, I'm trying to own it, and it's making me charming. Libra ascendants are not interested in anything that's not pleasant. If it needs to be pleasant, it needs to be nice, it needs to be up to their standards for them to feel like, okay, I feel like this is a good idea, I feel like I'm putting myself in a position where I belong. Libras genuinely like people. It's very hard for a Libra ascendant to hate someone. You have to do a lot to get them to hate you, but they can dislike you, they can find you annoying, they can just not want you around. That doesn't mean they hate you, that doesn't mean they really harbor anything negative against you. It just means you're not fitting in, you don't balance well, and unless you have some Aries type energy to keep forcing yourself on them, they're going to avoid you at all costs, and not answer your phone calls, not answer your texts, just kind of not be there. The Libra ascendant will definitely do that until you're right in front of their face, and then they're super nice. But, all right, let's talk about, let's say you have a Libra ascendant with an Earth sun and an Earth moon. You're going to be the type of person that really is not going to want to ruffle feathers ever. You're just always going to want everything to go smoothly. Everything needs to go smoothly. Everything needs to go the way that I feel like it should go. I'm going to say and do everything I can to make sure this goes in the direction that I feel is stable. When things start to feel out of control, you actually might be the type of person that locks up, where you're not going to agree or disagree with anything. Your answer is always going to be, I don't know, or I'm not sure, or maybe it's up to you, or maybe I should go. Where it's like you're never going to want to give a concrete answer because you understand with all this Earth energy that when you say something, you're giving an answer to either this side or the other. You're leaning on one side or the other when you make a decision. So if things seem unstable, if things seem out of your control, you're going to be the type of person who's not going to make a decision until you are in a situation where you feel you are more in control. This also means that there can be some negative connotations with having a Libra ascendant with a double Earth placement, because you will want to get what you want. You will want to get this stability, and that means you will lie, cheat, and steal to do so. When the situations present themselves and put pressure on you to find your own stability, the stability that you know you need, the stability that you really identify yourself with, when things get in the way of that stability, you need to navigate. You need to talk and say whatever needs to be said, lie about whatever needs to be lied about to get the stability that you feel that you need. Honesty really might be an issue with that placement, but you are wholehearted. You want to help everyone, but you just understand that you come first and that you need to take care of yourself first and then help everyone else when you feel that you're in the best situation to do so. So, yeah. And I mean, that's just the personality. There's so much more on the chart. Let's say you have a Libra sun. A Libra sun sign person is going to be a little bit different than a Libra ascendant. They're not going to be so concerned with coming off graceful and coming off beautiful and coming off all these things all the time. It is not their main priority in their everyday life. It is just something that they like about themselves and that they want to keep up with because it makes them feel proud of who they are. It's something that reminds them that they are who they are. So it's more of something that they might practice. It's more of something that they might actually come to terms with, where a Libra ascendant might not see that they're flirtatious. They might not see that everybody thinks they're beautiful. It might not be something that they just are so identifying themselves with. It's just something that they go towards and they keep going towards it and going towards it and going towards it. A Libra sun actually understands that they're beautiful, that they're charming, that they have all these ways of persuasion, and that these ways of persuasion are going to be something that they need to utilize in their life, utilize in any way that they can. So that would be one main difference. So with this Libra sun, you're going to be someone who really loves balance, compromise, and harmony. You might not strive for it or do everything you can to get it, but you love it when it's around. And you might actually lead towards a balanced, compromised, harmonious situations instead of trying to create them. When you find an environment of harmony, that's just a place that you'll want to be. That's a place that you'll always want to go. You might not be the type of person that wants to create it, like a Libra ascendant. It's just something, when you find it, you definitely want to stay there, you want to be there, you want to be of it. There's a little more focus on relationships here compared to a Libra ascendant, where you identify with your relationships. That Libra sun is really going to be the ones who are like, I'm alone, is something wrong with me? Or I'm alone and this is how I'm supposed to be. Again, those two extremes. But it's going to be surrounding your identity. How do you feel about yourself in and out of a relationship? Compared to like a Libra ascendant, where they're going to be, I want to just curate relationships. I want to have a ton of acquaintances. And a Libra moon is just like, I want to be everyone's friends. I need to have no enemies. The Libra sun is sitting right in the middle, where it's just, I need that one person, or these handful of people where I know that we are one. I identify with these group of friends, I identify with this boyfriend or girlfriend, and I identify with the fact that I fit in to these social situations perfectly, and that I am represented well by these people. That's a thing there with that Libra sun. Let's say you're a Libra sun and you have an air ascendant and an water moon. You're going to be the type of Libra that doesn't mind being a little weird sometimes. You're going to be the Libra that, depending on what air sign, of course, but you're going to lean a little bit more towards saying what's going on, saying how you feel. You might not be direct about saying how you feel, but you always find a way to express it, communicate it, make sure that it's outside of you, because you identify with your thoughts and feelings and how you are within these relationships. Your moon is going to be craving for these relationships to be doing well as much as your sun. And then with that ascendant, you're going to try to keep them doing well. Anytime they feel like it's not going as well as it should be, you're going to want to say something, talk about it, fix it, communicate what is going on around you. And you're going to be very receptive about what's going on around you with that water moon. So this Libra ascendant is going to be more of the expressive type. And the fact that you have a water moon and an air ascendant means that you're going to be a little less direct about the way that you express how you feel, expressing what you think. So you might become the artsy type, the more untraditional type, where you express yourself through art, you express yourself through the different ways that you communicate besides direct words. And that can create a sort of alternative personality, where you're not all about being graceful and being a cookie cutter of what people think is great. You're going to be your version of what is great and win people over with that. And again, other placements will help shape things, and I'm just really trying to give you guys a general idea of how to look at these things and how to put together someone's personality when they have Libra in one of these three places. Now let's talk about the Libra moon. Having a Libra moon actually is a little bit, well, I consider it to be a little bit of a warning. There's a little bit of instability that can come here, emotional instability that can come here, because Libra is all about balance. Everybody knows that Libra is the sign of balance, and with all signs, the phrases that really represent what that sign is about, like Libra in balance, I balance being the phrase that represents Libra, Libra is focused on balance because they're not. Libra is not balanced. That's why they're so focused on it, because they want to become balanced. They love balance because it's not something that comes naturally. What comes naturally is finding balance, creating balance, because it's not there. When you have Libra in such an emotional, vulnerable place like the moon, you can find instability. And that instability can come from the fact that Libra is a mental energy. It is an air sign. The moon is a planet that affects memories. It affects how we think, what's going on in our minds. When a Libra moon finds an enemy, finds someone that doesn't like them, it's going to be stuck in their head. It's going to bother them. It's going to eat at them. Either they're going to be so angry at them because they don't like me and I don't know what I did to you, and or you're wrong. You shouldn't not like me. I should not like you. It could be that side. Or it could be, I don't know what to do about this. This person doesn't like me and I don't know what to do. I don't know what I did. I don't know how to apologize. I don't know how to fix it. Or it could be something that they just hold on to. And every time that person's name comes up, they feel some type of way. Either they get upset, they get angry, they get hurt, whatever. When they find an enemy, when they find serious disharmony, serious uncompromising energy, it really bothers them emotionally. It can really fuck with their head. And it can cause these sort of obsessive tendencies or these obsessive thoughts when it comes to what's going on in my life that's not working well. It can go to a focus on what's not working well because you're so focused on fixing things, so focused on making your environment harmonious that you're not paying attention to the rest of what's going on in your life. Or you're putting so much energy into it that you're letting some other things, some more important things maybe, go on the back burner for you to focus on relationships, for you to focus on social environments. So that can be a little bit of an issue. The great thing about having a Libra moon is that you are honorable. With a Libra moon, that's actually a little bit harder for you to lie and to cheat and to steal and to manipulate to get what you need. A lot harder than it is for someone with a Libra sun or a Libra ascendant. All signs are capable of this, but everybody knows Libra's a little bit known for it. A Libra moon is not going to go about it that way, because unless they are just completely concrete, 100% sure that they're not going to get caught, because they just really do not want to risk it. They want to have harmony. They want to have compromise. And it's more than a want, really. It's a need. They need this environment. They need these friends. They need these acquaintances. They need to feel like I am liked and I like you too. And now we're good. We're harmonious. We're friends. And they're just genuinely nice, charming people. The only issue is that they cannot deal with that negative, disconnected, unharmonious energy. They don't like to deal with it. They can't deal with it easily. So that's a big thing there. It's going to be a big part of their personality. So let's say someone has a fire ascendant, an earth sun, and a Libra moon. This is going to be the type of person who really says one thing but means another. They're not liars. They're not liars. But they need to be able to give you what you want. With a fire ascendant, you very much become the type of person where you're either going to want to go for what you want or give people what they want. You're going to want to actively do something. With that Libra moon, what you crave is harmony. So you want to give people harmony. You're going to want to create harmonious environments. You're going to want to be active about doing these things that make you feel good in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul. With that Earth Sun, it's going to support it. You're going to be like, I want to do it the right way. I want to find ways to make people happy the right way. I want to find ways to find relationships and activate good relationships the right way. I'm going to take my time and say and do what needs to be done to get these harmonious relationships and harmonious environments that I crave. Now, the problem here, or the thing here that makes me say they say one thing but do another, they speak about what you want. They speak about what they can give you. They might not speak about what they want or what they want you to give them. They are so focused on you, so focused on achieving whatever it is that they feel they need to achieve, that everything that they say and do is about that. And when it comes down to them, it's not a factor, so to speak. It's going to be, well, I want to go to the movies today. Do you? Sure. The Libra moon is going to say, sure, I'll go. We can go to the movies. I want to do that. They said that, but they don't want to go. They mean another. They mean I'd rather sit home and watch a DVD, but you want to go to the movies. It's not that big of a deal to sit in a cinema. Let's go to the movies. I'll still see a movie. We'll both be happy. I'm happy. They didn't necessarily lie. They didn't necessarily take care of themselves in that situation. But they actively did something to create an environment and help bolster our harmonious relationship. So you can definitely see how that can work inside of a personality with different exchanges of energies between the sun and the ascendant. So there it is. That's the Libra personality. Hopefully I gave you guys some tools. You can take these things, take some of the things that I said and incorporate it into the people you know, or incorporate it into how you're seeing yourself, and look at their personalities if they have a Libra ascendant, Libra sun, Libra moon, or any of the signs that I'm going to be talking about throughout this series. Just take those things and try to create something that works. And see if this way of thinking, not necessarily how I'm interpreting it, but the way of thinking. If this way of thinking can work for you, it's great. It works for me, and I find it to be wonderful. Guys, subscribe if you haven't already. I put a few links to my blog, to my Facebook, to my Twitter, all that good shit. Make sure you follow me. Let's talk. And yeah, thanks for watching.